Hi, welcome to Cove Legal's second video log. I've been asked to move slightly closer to the camera, which was a surprise given my face for radio, but I've obviously listened to the viewing public. So this second video log, the idea of them is to give people more of an insight into the firm, and so today's topic is not going to be a technical legal topic at all, because last week I spent the entire week on a bike pedalling back from Albany back up to Perth as part of the Hawaiian Ride for Youth, which was my fifth ride, and presenting to Manjimup High School as part of that ride week last week. And that really brought home to me, or brought home to me lots of things, but there were two things I wanted to particularly share in this video log as part of Cove Legal's support for that work of both Youth Focus and also Lifeline in the mental health space. One was just how much of an impact emotionally that week has on the riders themselves, and I was discussing that at the back of the peloton on the last day with a good rider, a good friend who's a local GP, and we were both just observing just how emotional that last day does get, and it just brought home to us both just how beneficial being involved in something like Ride for Youth, and it doesn't have to be that particular charity event, but anything that brings you into close contact with a whole group of people where you're all working together for the same cause, you're facing the same challenges, you're putting up with the same pain and effort going up hills or whatever it might be. Just the camaraderie and the beneficial mental health that you get just from being away from your normal life, even just for a week, was something that we both really recognised was a feature of that week. The second was on a much more wider basis, on a community basis, and that is having gone and given a talk at one school and seen the presenters give a talk at another 5 or so schools that week, and across all the pelotons I think we saw about 25 schools. You see the thirst for the kids to have a debate about mental health, to be in a situation with a whole bunch of people in Lycra where they can start to talk about the issues presented by their own mental health and the mental health of their friends and family. And just the thirst to have that debate is clearly there, present across all schools, and I'd say is across all communities. And as I said, it really brought home to me, it's been running around my head the last 3 or 4 days since I got back, how much we can't rely on the charities like Youth Focus alone or the health service alone to address these issues, and that we've really got to take a community approach to it. And by community, that can be the same group of people in the same pub, it can be in the same sports club, it can be in the same school community, whatever it might be, wherever you are coming together with other people. It's just a case of having that debate, having that discussion, and making it a topic that doesn't cause silence, that actually allows people to have a genuine discussion and at times can put their hands up and say, hey, I'm struggling at the moment, I could do with some help. And so those are my two reflections, just both in the kind of the micro as a rider and in the macro of looking at just how wide the problem is and how wide the need is to have that community approach, which I thought I'd share as part of Cove Legal's life in supporting those charities.